Next up, we got an oven, a Paradise Druid. I guess we love all this. We love all this. Don't think I play the oven on 1, because I want to play the Druid on 2. I'm sure on 3 I'll have an opportunity. Sweet victory. Oh my god, food jokes. We need to keep working on... So, obviously, with my personality and with your intelligence chat, our stream is going to go nothing but up and get bigger and bigger as the new set comes out and the hype is real. We have to raise our food joke game. We have to have the best food jokes, the very, very, very best food jokes on Twitch in time for the thousands and thousands of viewers that I know are coming. So if we don't have more food puns than Noxious and Murchy Boy and Alias and all these other streamers, we won't survive. So we've got to raise the food puns. All right, we're fighting the Night deck. This is a flying that can't block, a 2/2 flyer that can't block. I'm not sure how to care about that. Probably not much. I could make Death Sprout available and not play the oven. And then I could play the altar next turn, which I don't have many creatures to sacrifice, is kind of weird. But I think it's the play. Our opponent's going to play something. I just don't know if that's where I want to use my Death Sprout. Feels awkward, especially when I could hit them for 2. Yeah, I'm not convinced I want to Death Sprout next turn. So I'm gonna have this awkward turn where I don't have very much impact. But I'm setting up for future turns. You're being roped in a free event? Oh, Giraffe. How does the new mechanic work with that spell inside a creature? So the way that this works with Adventure is you may cast the card as an Adventure, which is like casting a spell, and then you get the spell side. If you cast the spell side, you exile it, and then you may cast it from exile as a creature later. So if you're willing to play the spell part first, you get a 2-for-1, but the spell part is usually pretty low impact, or at least has been so far. So it's a weird mix of you can have low impact value or you can have a reasonable body on curve. Whenever it attacks, other knights get +1/+0, and you have menace. Okay, the Bell of the Brawl is a very aggressive card that we may have to do something about. And that's going to be the plan for the turn. Get rid of the Bell of the Brawl. I guess I'll say go. We'll do instance. I can see if my opponent wants to block. I don't think they do. It would be a trade, and I would take it. Okay, they don't. So do they have a protection spell? I think they have a bunch of equipment, so I'll try to catch them equipping. I don't think they have God's Willing or anything like that. But yeah, I haven't played much Adventure yet. It says it can be cast from exile. It's a good question. So you may cast this card as an Adventure. After you do exile it, you may then cast the creature from exile. So no, you may not cast it from other exiles. You may only cast it from the Adventure exile. I shouldn't have done. All right, well now that I'm committed here, I'm going to take this damage and see if my opponent plays something I'd rather Death Sprout. I should have played the Death Sprout earlier. I was too busy reading. Can we turn down the background music a bit? Again? I mean, I've already turned it down once. In chat, is the music loud or not? Nothing personal. I need to know from the regulars. Oh, the hammer is here. Here comes the hammer. Yes, a little loud. Louder. Yes, a bit. It good. As you see, there's a lot of different opinions on this. There's a lot of different opinions in this. So, you gotta take other people into account. Alright, drop the altar? I think so. Then we'll have Karvok next turn. And I'm going to keep you hexproof. But I don't want to activate this till next turn when I can draw the card as well. Hammer is really good. When our opponent has 6 mana, they get the 10/10 attacker. So we're in trouble, but we can make demons to throw in front of it. But they need 6 mana. Insight, Adventure, draw a card, lose a life. Okay. They're digging for the land. And Adventure, the Zombie Knight comes back, 1/1 Death Touch. So you saw the Adventure at work there. Draw a card, then bring it back. I'm kind of curious if this card is good. It's an interesting one. 4 mana, draw a card, 1/1 Death Touch. Seems really overpriced. But, oh wow, 0 in the graveyard. Feels bad, man. So, here we go. Sacrifice another permanent. I'm just gonna get rid of the oven. Very unimpressed with this card right now. I know it can start working with this, but I want to sacrifice my creatures to the altar, not the oven. Oops, hold on. Tap you for a mana first. Five. Okay, didn't get anything to play. Feels bad. We'll keep working on it. Things will get better, I think. We have a lot of flying power and toughness, though. We can definitely take on Mr. Hammer. Here comes the hammer. Should equip the Death Toucher. Oh, we don't have enough to take on the hammer. It's a 12/12. And it loses flying. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I forgot about that. Whenever equipped creature attacks, lose life, draw a card. Alright. Saddle up. Let's fight. We have some tokens we can get from a Zoni now. This also seems to happen to me a lot, where I have no graveyard and an Izoni. It's happened to me at least 3 times playing this deck. Sick! Need a creature to sacrifice? I like proliferating as much as the next guy, but not right now. Do I attack? I have to sacrifice another permanent if I do. I don't love that. I could sacrifice one of my lands, hit for 8, then bake something into a frickin' pie. Or I could bake into the pie right now, but then the opponent can re-equip the hammer. That's not good. I really do want to get them to attack, so do I hold this to discard? I guess I do. So yeah, we're gonna take this knight, shove it, and the bird it's flying on into a pie. Hey, Cardboard Nomad, bringing the sub train. Thank you, my friend. Only 18 months at tier 1. What a guy. Thank you so much.
House pleasure.
That's what Order of the Midnight Pie is gonna taste like. Covert go early. That's right, Kanye. How you doing? You hyped to play some Brawl? Some fun casual magic? No, yes! Yes! Okay, so when this resolves, there will be no creature. But what if the opponent had another land? If they have another land, they can play this again. No, they can't. Oh my god, we totally do it now, and they don't even get the combat effect. Doesn't this unequip? Or does this stay where it is? Did I just goof up? I thought this unequipped if the target disappeared. Nope, I'm an idiot. Stays equipped. No! No! It was all a ruse! It was all a ruse! Ah, I punted. Fun. I'm the worst at this. I'm the worst at this format, you guys. The only thing that makes me a good player is that, like, I know what to play around in the regular standard sequencing. I know nothing in these formats. I just always lose. I'm so bad at it. I don't know how equipment works. It's not standard playable. Alright, that's fine. I can take it. Playing knights again, huh? Primo. I burnt the pie. Good one, good one. Good one. Oh, nice opening. Just man of any color. Turn 1. It's good stuff. Love it. I've been turn 1 Colossus hammered like 4 times playing this event. Seems high to me. Okay, our opponent with turn 1 man of any color, turn 2 ramp of any color. We're in trouble. We'll see what they can do with it. Let's get our Dreadhorde Invasion going. Dreadhorde Invasion makes a huge difference. Having something to sacrifice every turn is very important. There's no point asking you your opinion on Historic. There's no point? I don't think there's no point, but you can read about it. There it is from the title, ! article, CoolstuffInc.com, if you want to read me talking about the Historic format. That's going to draw a card and play this, I presume? So they're a little bit slow, that's the bright side. If you are, in fact, Mr. Brightside. Woodland Champion. Whenever a token enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter. I think we get that going. We could play the Enforcer, but not really any point. Our opponent will be untapping with 5 mana. 6 mana they get their commander. We're untapping with 3 mana, hoping to top deck a land. This is very bad. Very bad. Fritter, outman CGB is no of small opinions. He's on article levels man. I don't know what that means. Somebody's sentence went horribly awry. Alright, that's a 2/1 knight. Drain me with your corpse knight. Would you like to attack me? No. Too bad. Hey, we drew a land. What do we do? I think we blow this up with the Signet. I think we blow Signet up with the Brontagon Don. Because if we do that, we take our opponent off casting this a little bit earlier, and that's a big deal. Kill it! D-ramp! Let's even up the mana. Let's even up this mana situation. No attacks, though. My bears versus your bears. It was supposed to mean you don't just talk about it, you write whole articles about it. Yeah, baby. Boom. Here's all my thoughts. Because if you've tried asking me my opinion about anything on stream, you know I usually have to go through a whole thing where I talk about people are different things matter to different people, this is just my opinion, and then I explore it from my perspective, and the perspective of someone else, and the perspective of someone else, and the perspective of someone else, and all these different people, and all these different opinions. So by the time I'm done doing that, yeah. I think we just block this, and then we get a new one. So I think that's a fine trade. So writing articles is better. I can get out all I actually want to say, because I'm the worst at hot takes. I absolutely just don't hot take. I have to explore things from all the angles, or I feel like I did a disservice to the people. What do I do? I think we go Orzhov Enforcer. Plague to the Crafter, sacrifice Orzhov Enforcer, make a token, grow the Woodland Champion. Corpse Knight, you're sticking around over there, hit for 4. I think that's a pretty good turn. I think it's better than running out our commander just now. Let's keep setting things up. Cold vert, go blue. Cold take, go blue. Do the commander, mana, rock, and land work without the commander in play? I believe the commander's your commander throughout, but that's a good rules question. I'm not quite sure. Maybe somebody knows for sure. All right. What are we sacrificing? I think we just sacrifice our 2/2 because it replaces itself every turn. Woodland Champion can't really get frisky. Nothing can. Does this give things? Just +2/+2. Could be worse. Alright. It's curse time. Try to hit that land drop. Not today. But have this point of damage, Nightman. Dayman is the fighter of the Nightman. Don't know if you knew this. They care about having the commander in play or in zone. So what about Graveyard or Exile? Do I sack the Plaguecrafter for fine value? We might. Right now, Plaguecrafter is high impact. What do you have? You're just +2/+2. So yeah, get the Plaguecrafter back is big game against this. Yeah. I think the opponent will kill the champion though. But that does mean we can turn around and attack with the Plaguecrafter, or just sacrifice it to the Carvold, then get it back. It's pretty good. You got a 7/7. Power and Rock care about your playing the format. Okay, thank you. That's what I was really looking for. Alright, how do we make the most of this turn? We want to find the Plaguecrafter. Enough said. So if we're doing that, there's not really anything else we can do with our mana. So we may as well get busy. Pitch it, draw a card. This is going to be gross, by the way. So they run equipment. We may as well get Bronto back. As much as I love the Enforcer, I think having the Bronto available could be a big deal. Give up the token. Grow the Carvold, draw a card. Alright, later Gimmick Man. Thanks for hanging out today. You've been online a lot with us. That's cool, man. It's been an exciting day. Lots of announcements, lots of new toys. Everything you want from Magic. Today's been that kind of day for Magic. Everything you want. Lots of new cards, lots of new announcements, lots of hype. Evolution Sage. Still, like the proliferate part of this deck kind of bugs me because you're usually only proliferating one or two things. Also, you'll notice not many Planeswalkers in this format, but we do have an Angrath in our deck. But for the most part, most decks don't get many Planeswalkers. Alright, the 7/7 returns, but we're going to make our opponent pretty much lose the game. So, play this, prolif. Death Sprout, yeah. Man, their hand must be pretty bad if they've just been casting their commander again and again and again. Because every time we can take out their one big threat with some form of removal, they just can't win. At Lauren,